Screenstars, our current world has ceased to be so much as a distant memory, and those who live and remain fight to survive. It is here that our story begins.
Aspiring young American independent film producer and actor Matt Alvarado has turned his love of film to directing, with his crowd-funded showcase of an apocalyptic Earth survival action-adventure called Nightmare Nara. With the attractive and all-out action agile Kim Almacen as the lead heroine here, Nara. In the distant, desolate post-apocalyptic future, after most of the human race has fled by rocket ships to the stars, gangs of survivors formed in territorial pockets around the devastated lands left behind. They, though, have become preyed upon by a strong-arm gang of killers, cannibalistic killers with a lust for human flesh and a cold-hearted aptitude and thrill for taking lives in furiously bloody fashion. The gangs have no true leader and are unorganised and easy pickings for the cannibal clan. All of these desolate and frightened people search and fight among themselves for food just to survive among the harsh and barren de-evolutionising Earth. Enter then a spunky, face-painted and face-goggle-wearing young woman with exceptional fighting abilities. A wooden staff and sword-bearing New Age tank girl. The tank traded in, though, for a small carved totem from which she draws strength from and talks to in time of need. And she carries around with her a bag of teeth. She's not out seeking the tooth fairy for payment here, though. This young woman has the wisdom of the ages and the kick-ass skills of Conan the Barbarian. Sent out by her people among the wilderness to prove herself as a potential unifying leader of the gangs and to purge the cannibal clan threat. To then return a conquering queen and collect a cannibal tooth from each that she kills. Introducing then Nightmare Nara. Nara points to the future in a neat little setup here, done well by director Matt Alvarado. Sure, it's nothing new in the post-apocalyptic genre, but it's how it's done and delivered that counts. So far, Matt has shot Nightmare Nara as a circa 5 times 10 minute each in duration episodic show, establishing the characters and setting up the storyline. There are some nicely staged hand-to-hand and basic weapon fight sequences to behold, and the introduced characters, including a cannibal acolyte named Ken. Okay, so Cannibal Ken may not immediately be the name to strike fear into victims, so hopefully somewhere down the line we get introduced to the big bad main cannibal king, and they call him Krug the Killer or such like. The world here set up for this series, though, has big potential for a greater realised world, but will benefit from a main threat and a more involved central purpose of being for Nara. Perhaps introducing some post-nuke beasties and even a threat from a returning group of scientists and mercenaries back from space and with their intergalactic advantages will boost interest in the ongoing adventures of Nightmare Nara. This princess of post-nuke Narnia has a gaming character charm, though, with more potential room for growth and development to come in this nicely set environment. An audience demographic of both male and female, aged between 12 and 25, will likely take the most enjoyment from Nightmare Nara, particularly if it is delivered as an easily accessible internet-based web series early on. So far then, Nightmare Nara serves up a promising 5 out of 10 with bigger and bolder things to come. Crossblades with this Bone Age babe and should tear the tooth out of you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.